Now, but it's still on the screen. Come on. Let's see. Are we live? Are we live? Not yet. We're almost there. There we are.
We're there. We're live.
We're live.
I knew I was live, as opposed to Santa and whatever that is over there, who are fortunately not live.
They're animatronics. Good morning. Good morning. It is Monday at 9, and this is
Cut Up and Sew. What's up?
I'm Tony.
And I'm Joanne.
And I do not look like Josh.
That's right.
Y'all wore him out yesterday. Just saying. He is worn out from yesterday, and he wants to be ready for the show this week. So he decided, I'm going to go home and rest. And we said, go home. Please.
That's right. Go home. And, you know, I don't think you don't see him worn out very often.
No.
He and, you know, definitely look like you're probably better off with us.
That's kind of scary. You're better off with us, but we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Debbie, Christy, and Nina's on. Good morning, Miss Nina. And there is Bonnie on YouTube. We're so glad for you all to be joining us live. Don't forget to hit that heart and share button and hashtag on a replay if you're watching the replay.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything else to say?
I don't.
You don't? Okay.
I'm
All right.
just eye candy.
I had no. She's got a segment. She's got something really cool. I'm glad she took my advice last week. So we'll talk about that in a minute. So first of all, I want to say thank you to Angie, DJ, and Frogger. You know who Frogger was, right?
The dog.
The dog. Yes, he's so sweet. So they were here yesterday doing the VIP. Joanne was part of it.
Yeah, and if you went yesterday, if you're on watching and you went to the event yesterday, write in and tell us what you learned. One of the things that I learned was she talked about choosing your border first, and she has an amazing amount of just beautiful borders for her quilts. They were pretty incredible. But choose your border first, and then choose the colors for your fabric based on your border.
That makes a lot of sense too, because normally we fall in love with a fabric that's got lots of movement, or something that just draws us in, and then we get 3 yards of it and don't know what to do with it.
Yeah,
so.
that's true. And then I've always told people to pick a focus fabric and pull from that. But I like the border idea. I thought that was kind of neat.
That's a great idea. So we thank them for coming, and they are teaching a class today. Are you taking that one too?
Mm-mm.
So, but it's a full class. So, but if you want to meet Angie and DJ, they will be at the Quilt Fest this weekend. So they have a booth there because of their own shop is Five Little Monkeys, and they'll have all the Quilter Select rulers there. If you forgot one yesterday, or if you want to learn more about Quilter Select, make sure you reach out to them at the Quilt Show this week.
Yeah, and I think that I really wanted, their booth is one of the ones I wanted to go to because they showed a whole bunch of their quilts, but the quilts will actually be hanging at the show, so you can really take time to look at them and enjoy them. And they're great quilts, and most of them are not hard. All of them very, very doable, but just wonderful selections of color and different designs.
They look intricate though. They look advanced, but like you said, they're not. They're just, it's just a matter of using the right tools with the right directions.
Exactly.
So, and I'm sure if you're in the booth with them this weekend, they'll talk to you about that. So we're excited. So thank you so much again, Angie and DJ and Five Little Monkeys and Frogger. So that brings us up to Quilt Fest. That is this week.
Yes.
That's why we kicked Josh out and told him to go home and rest. We need him to be on for this week.
We need him to be his real self.
That's right.
For that.
Not his sluggish self. He was really
right.
sluggish. So don't forget. Quilt Fest is the 18th, 19th, 20th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then St. Augustine hours are going to be normal, 10 to 5 all 3 days. Palm Coast hours are going to be 10 to 3. So, if you come at 3:30 and the lights are off, that's because we're closed here. Palm closed.
So, but it is open till 3 all of those days.
Correct.
So you're not closed at all. Good.
No, we're not closed at all. They used to close, didn't they? Yeah, we have enough people that we don't close at all anymore. So, but we don't need to be open all day either because we know everyone's gonna be at the quilt show. So. All right, sewing for charity. Have you made your pillowcases yet?
No, I was going through my fabric yesterday and looking for that fabric that kids love that they would enjoy. So I've started a little selection to get started on.
Awesome. So it's the same here. I've got it all like kind of piled up, and now I need to just pull out my serger and just wing through some. But we are up to 430 pillowcases. Wow. We're getting there.
Yeah, that's
we're getting
awesome.
there. We got a couple more weeks. So if you haven't heard, we are making pillowcases for Ryan's Case for Smiles. We are doing a sewing charity party on the 27th. Please sign up if you're interested in doing that. I don't think we have a lot of spots left.
Is that here or saying?
It's here. We have it here. Yeah. When we have 20 people for sewing for charity, they're done here. So make sure you sign up. It's the 27th in Palm Coast. And we want to get to 1,000. We can do it.
We can do it. And remember, even if you can just come for a short time and maybe help with cutting or pressing or any of those things, there's always things that you can do to help out.
Yes. There's always something. We'll put you to work. We'll find something for you to do.
Yeah, you don't get to just walk around and look at everybody's stuff.
Well, you can, but we will make you work. Joyce is in Iowa this morning. Woohoo! Survived the wedding. Good. Congratulations, whoever's wedding that was, Joyce. I'm glad it was a success. Good morning, everybody. I see Sharon Jody has jumped on as well. Quilt Fest, we already talked about that. I got to check off things as I go. This was not planned for me to be up here, so I'm like winging it. You know about
So good.
Do you know about the So Spooky Showdown?
Oh, this is such a fun thing. Sometimes I can't believe what you guys come up with. This is a great idea.
All Josh's idea.
It was a good idea.
This way we have prettier things hanging around besides all these scary things. The shop is starting to look like Halloween, just forewarning you. So if you don't like Halloween, it might be not a good time to come around. But
you can kind of stay in one of the other areas.
But we're asking you to share something you've made for Halloween over the last couple of years or whenever.
Mm-hmm.
Completed a project. We're going to hang it up, and it's going to be voted on like a People's Choice Award. And you can bring it in anytime between now until the 27th of October. October 1st is when we'll start doing our voting. There'll be prizes. 3 prizes at least.
Really?
Yeah, and we're doing it in both stores. So there'll be 3 prizes for
each store.
You can win technically twice if you hang up stuff in both stores.
Yeah, awesome.
So just bring it in. Tell one of the staff members. They're going to label it, and it is semi-anonymous. We're not putting anybody's names on the items, so you won't say, "Oh, that's so and so's. I'm going to vote for them." Mm-hmm. So if you have one item here and you want to win, you can tell anybody you want that's yours.
If that helps.
If that helps, that's right. That helps. So come on, bring in some spooky showdown. This sample hanging behind us is Christy's inspiration for you. This is what she made. I think she said it was a Kimberbell pattern. It's kind of cute. It's cute. So bring them in.
Yeah, that is cute.
And we'll hang them up. Bring them in and hang them up. New stuff. Let me see. How do I want to do this? I will talk about the new stuff. That way we can clear off the space. So I was going to bring fabric over this morning, but we shared all the new stuff and specials yesterday at the VIP event. So now we're going to share them with you. Did you take advantage of some of the show specials? Oh, I'm not. She's not allowed to tell. Mr. Lamb is sitting over there in the corner. Well, what happens at Cut and Sew stays at Cut and Sew.
That's right.
Unless I'm around and I say something about it. So, anyhow, we have this. I'm kind of weird with my computer today because.
What can we do to help you?
There we go. We'll stick it right there. Hey, Teresa. Good morning to you. So I don't know how to show this. It's not plugged in. So can you camera see that?
Can we move this?
Yeah, flip that direction. Perfect.
There.
Perfect. I also have the boxes, so if I have to show boxes. This is something brand new from AccuQuilt. This is a small electric cutter now. So this will fit all the dies that everyone says the hand crank. It's the AccuQuilt Go, the hand crank. It'll fit all the dies all the dies on that will fit on this. And we have them in bundles where you get a die catcher. And, well, maybe it is about 12, 15 pounds. It is pretty heavy. The motor's right here. So this is, look at how sleek it is. I would say no more than 7 inches wide. I would say that's about, I'm sitting on a mat.
24?
No, this is
20? 18.
No, 18 inches wide. So it takes up a very small footprint in your sewing room or crafting room. And it's electric. It's so cool. So the main difference, I want to make sure everyone knows that we're going to have these at the show so you get to see how it works and run a die through it if you're curious. It does up to 4 layers of fabric, which is a little bit different than the hand crank. It does up to 6 layers, but on the average, like you said, I only do about 4 layers when I run it through. I'm always worried about shifting.
Right.
So that's
exactly.
I only do 4. And that's what you said you kind of do too. So this is perfect for that. So at AccuQuilt's not getting rid of any of their other die cutters or machines. We'll have all of them at the show to show you. Show you on the show. So this is one of the new products that we just got in. Pretty excited about this. And I'm going to see if I can put it out of the way.
But show them this. Did you show them the
die catcher?
Yeah, because I think that's kind of an important part.
So on the die catcher for the electric, which I think is really cool, there's a place to put your power supply, because one of the main things that happens when everyone asks what's the most number one thing that happens with any of these machines, and the electric one, the power cord gets broken, and they replace power cords often. So they have in the die catcher for the big one, they have a spot for it. Well, they do here too. As you can see, this is.
Well, that's what that's for.
Yeah. So it's got Velcro here for you to put the power supply box here. So it protects, again, that cording, because that happens, it breaks off. But yeah, this is a die catcher. It just sits on the other side of this is called the Go Bolt, which I thought was very creative. Like a bolt of fabric, but we have the Go Bolt. So, and then the die catcher fits on the other side of it.
Yeah, and the bundle includes this die catcher, but these are also sold separately. So if you happen to have enough room and you're thinking about it, you could actually buy a second one of these to go on the other side, so that you have the.
Oh, that's a
if
really
you've
good
got
idea.
a long,
Yeah,
one
like
of
a
the long
2.5-inch
things.
strip.
Yeah, you can have one on each side.
I don't know what they are individually. I don't have that pricing. Do I have that pricing? I don't think I do. I have a bundle pricing. I don't know if I can say quilt show pricing live, but if you come in the store, I can tell you all the AccuQuilt pricing in the store, and we'll have them at the show. But I am going to talk about some promotions we do have going on only at the shop while we're at the show this week. I'll pull that over. Oh. Maybe. Don't scratch up the poster. We got this cool little thing. Kim, is that you? I was hoping Kim would be here. She can talk more into this. So this is Sarah Hart's, and it's this great little chotskis. That's the best word I can think of it. Someone already snagged one off of it, so we're spinning around. So it's got some zipper pulls. It is, Kim. You can talk about this.
It's welcome.
And then patches.
And one of the patches says, "Sewing is my superpower."
Yeah.
It happens to be my favorite.
And she's keeping it, apparently. What's up? Can you talk about this? Come over here and stand with me. They can't see you.
I know. I was waiting. So Sarah Hart has so many accessories. I mean, beautiful. Zipper charms.
There at the camera.
Sorry. Wrong way. You don't have a little sign on it.
I don't have a little sense because we know what we're doing.
Yeah, you got it. I'm an amateur.
Oh, this is a needle minder.
She has a bunch of needle binders, patches, labels. Beautiful. Thanks, I made it. Some of them could be sarcastic too. We don't have any of those yet.
Oh, I can't wait for those. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Beautiful scissor.
They're very pretty.
I mean, you don't have to use them on a zipper. You can be on anything.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you want to put a charm on.
Oh, this is a cute charm. A little sewing machine.
And we have stickers as well.
I didn't pull them out. Yeah, I looked on the table there.
Yeah, yesterday at the event, a lot of people were buying the
stickers.
Yeah.
Fun.
Great to put on your sewing machine, your computer, your laptop. So
fun.
And our hair clips.
Oh, where's the hair clips at?
They're all gone.
They're gone. Well, they're gone. They were sewing machine hair clips. Oh my gosh, yeah.
So that's awesome. We'll get some more in.
Yeah. Well, we ordered a bunch and we only got like a few because they're back orders. Everyone bought them. Like everybody bought them at the show. So
very cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, hi and bye, everybody.
Make sure you come in this week. Kim is going to be here all week, I think, right? Pretty much.
Yes. Yeah, please come see me and Chrissy.
They will. Hey, you want to take this with you?
Oh, sure. A lot of in-store sales.
Yep, I'll tell you about the in-store sales here in a second.
Can I have the?
No, those are ours.
Oh,
you didn't want it?
I don't know what to do with it yet.
No, you're supposed to put them on Yetis. That's a new thing.
Not these. Not those. Not those.
You put a little Velcro on them in the back, and you put a Velcro on your Yeti, and you stick them onto your Yeti thing.
Did you hear that?
Yes, it's a thing.
It's a thing. I did not know this thing. Did you know this thing?
TikTok thing.
Oh, it's TikTok. I don't do TikTok that much. These are patches. And what Kim was saying is you put like adhesive Velcro on the back and then on your Yeti, and you stick it on your Yeti.
And you swap them out.
And you swap them out. Oh my gosh, my brain hurts. I put stickers all over my mugs, so this is really cool.
Or iron on bunch on a trucker hat. And then you have a sewing trucker hat.
There we
Yeah,
go.
that could be fun.
Then we'll all have trucker hats
And
coming
hang-
next
hang-
week.
Hang a little charm from one of the holes in the trucker hat.
Just like a fishing hat where you have floors.
But it's a
But it's for quilters.
it's a
For
sewing.
sewers. Anyway, that was fun. This is why I wanted
So
Kim to
now-
talk about it.
Now
You
you
have
can
to have
come up with your own creative way to put a patch on something.
Yeah.
I think that's a great
Actually,
idea.
that's
though.
a question for you all on. How would you use these funky, fun sewing patches?
Mhm.
What would you do with it? You know, my first original idea was like, oh, a tote bag, a jacket, you know, something you're making.
Yeah.
But I like all those ideas.
I
much
like the
better.
hat thing.
Me too. Next week we're gonna come in with hats. Now we just gotta find purple ones. Shar says, "Will you get more hair clips?" Yes, we will. And they were cool. They were like mother pearl,
Yeah, they're very pretty and they were like shaped like sewing machines.
and they're big clips. So
Mhm. So
I
when you
can
have a
use them.
lot of hair, it's
Perfect.
very good for a lot of hair.
Morning, Brad. And Debbie says hello, and Martha says, "Oh, they're talking. They're having a private conversation. That's cool." All right.
Okay. I feel left out.
All right, that was fun. Lots of new stuff, and we have more things that you'll see at the show. Josh is really excited about his Halloween booth at the show. You
Oh
have
my
to come to
goodness.
the show and see.
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna say. It'll be
Yes.
so much fun. Let's talk about your spit then,
Okay.
and then I'll talk about this afterwards.
Okay, well, so if you are getting ready to go to the show and you're all excited about it, I'm here to tell you how to get ready for it and how to approach the show.
Yeah.
So I've been going to shows for too many years now, and you know, you need to kind of develop a way of doing it, or it just take you forever, and you won't see everything you want to see or do everything you want to do. So I've kind of come up with a routine of what to do when you're getting ready. So the first thing you want to do is, before you go to the show, the Jacksonville Quilt Fest actually has a pretty decent website.
Yes, they have a very good
And
website.
you can go on the website and you can find out things like, if this is your first time going and you don't know how to get there, there's instructions on how to get there. It tells you all the vendors that are there. It tells you the times that it is. It tells you all kinds of information so that you can kind of browse through that and see what's there and kind of prepare yourself in that way. The other thing that it had, or the thing that it has, one of the things that I really like was it has a list of vendors that you can download. So here's my list of vendors that I downloaded, and I've been kind of looking at them, trying to make sure. I've been looking at their websites to figure out which ones I want to make sure I visit. Because sometimes you can be walking by a vendor and then maybe it's crowded and you look in there and say, wow, there's nothing I want in there. But that may be a place where there are things that you really want to see. So I've made a little list of the things that I want to see. And not that I'll miss any of the others, but I want to make sure I see these. So I have that all outlined.
I like that she highlighted the ones she wants to see.
Yes, I did.
And just remember, there's 3,000 booths. Those are ours.
That's right. And then I have a book. And in the book, this is a book, I have just a series from my years of quilting of these composition books that have grids in them, so that I can draw, you know, if I see a quilt or have a quilt idea, I can draw it out and start working on a pattern. And I start here. But I also have it set up so that, so now I have it so that in the front, I have a piece of fabric that I actually bought here initially, but I would love to have some more. So I have that here to remind me what that is. I've done a page that has swatches of some fabric that I'm working with, and I would like a little bit more. And then I've also put my list of things that I'd like. So one of the things that I really want to look for, somebody told me that there is a 14-inch circular rotating mat. And I thought, wow, that is a great idea. So I wanted to check those out and see if I could find one of those. Also, there's a pattern that I've been kind of wanting to get started with. And I want to start looking for some fabric, maybe for a background for that or whatever. So I have that all there. I have the book ready in case I want to make some notes or draw some pictures while I'm there.
She's got like a little magic bag here. Things just keep coming out of the bag.
That's right. Captain Kangaroo.
Oh, okay.
And then I have a pen so that don't get there and I think, oh, I want to write that down, but I don't have a pen. So the pen is there with it. I also have something that I bought specifically for shows, and it's just a little purse. And it's a crossbody purse like this. It has just enough room in it for my credit cards, for my phone, and identification, and maybe some cash. And it stays right next to me. It doesn't, if I'm in a booth, it doesn't bang into anything. If I'm carrying a bag of things that I've purchased, then, I have room to carry that. This is just something very small and easy to carry around. The other thing that I have in my bag is, and I don't know, maybe you can tell us, an empty water bottle, because a lot of the shows don't allow you to bring in water or water bottles.
And there's fill space.
But there are fountains. So if you bring an empty water bottle, you can fill it up once you get there, and then you don't have to pay
smart.
$3 or $4
$4 a bottle.
bottle. So anyway, that's that. So that's what I start out with in my bag. And I have a bag that is comfortable to carry, that I think that I can put whatever purchases I have in it. So I have my own little bag, and it's nice and lightweight and easy to carry. And it's big enough, I think. I think that 14-inch mat will fit in there. We'll see. Okay, so that's one of the things I look at before. You also want to check out, you also want to take a look at your own stuff. I can't tell you how many times I've come home and I've looked. I thought a fabric that I've fallen in love with at the show. I just don't want that to happen anymore. So if you kind of plan ahead, look at what you've got for notions already, look at what you've got for fabric already, kind of think about what you're working on now or what you're about to work on, and kind of organize all that stuff. Then you kind of avoid the impulse buying. Not completely. No. But to a degree, you kind of narrow down. You don't spend quite as much time and energy buying things that you don't need. Let's see. So those are some of the things that you do before you go. Make sure you found your comfortable shoes. The ones that you don't really like to wear. Kind of ugly looking, but remember, you're going to be on your feet for a while.
Concrete. That's
on concrete. Yes. So, so you want to make sure you have shoes that are going to be comfortable for the day. Okay. Let's next. If it's your first time, make sure you know where you're going. Once again, you can either look that up on your phone, on your Google Maps, or whatever map you use on your phone, and it's also in the at the website. And just kind of give you, if you go on Google Maps, it'll tell you about how long it'll take you to get from your house to there, so you can kind of plan accordingly.
One thing I will say, Google Maps takes you to the front of the convention center, and the parking is going further down and towards the back of it. Mm-hmm. So make sure you look at those directions on their website, because twice we had to move and turn around. It's a pain in the butt. Yeah.
Okay. So good advice there. Thank you. When you get there, if you haven't purchased your tickets, I don't think we have tickets anymore, do they? So if you're going to purchase your tickets there, it's either cash or credit card. You can't use a check. They prefer cash. And I think, seems to me last year at the food places, you had to use a credit card.
You had to use a credit card.
Yeah, so make sure you have adequate credit on your credit card.
Make sure you have a sandwich in your bag.
Or a sandwich in your bag.
Or pretzels, snacky stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to add to your bag.
Yep, you can put that in your bag. So once you get into the convention center and you're going into the display areas, one of the things that happens is, as you're going in, especially if you get there when everybody else gets there, everybody's going in and they're going straight ahead into the vendor area, straight ahead, whatever's straight ahead. That's where they're going. So what you might want to do is, instead of going straight ahead, go to your right and go all the way to the end. Start at the end where it's not quite as busy, and you'll have an opportunity to really see. And that way, I think you'll be stopping right by the cut up and sew booths, the many of them. So you can kind of go to your right, go all the way to the end, say hello to Tony and Josh and whoever else is there, and the whole crew, and then start at the other end. Also, it's a good idea to kind of make notes, because I know when I'm going through the vendors, I'll see something and I think, well, do I really need that? It's something I want. But I always like to wait on things and really think about them before I buy them. So if you have your book with you, you can make a little note of the number in the booth that you want to go back to if you want to see something again, if you want to think about it. If you're going Thursday, the likelihood of everything being sold out by the end of Thursday is pretty slim. So you're not waiting is not a bad thing.
I will say Thursday is always the busiest day.
Mm-hmm.
It's always the busiest day. So if you don't like a lot of crowds, pick Friday or Saturday to come out.
That's
but
right.
Thursday is always good.
Well, I think you're right about that because everybody I've talked to is going on Thursday.
Yeah, and I think they have 2 or 3 buses that go on Thursday too. There's a couple on Friday. But.
So that's it. Then when you get to and it's going to take, if you're thinking about time and how long things will take, it usually takes about 3 hours to adequately go through all the vendors and really look and see things. So you can kind of establish your timeline, knowing that you're going to spend about that much time there. Then when you get to the quilts, first of all, have your camera ready. Make sure if it's your phone and it needed to be charged, make sure it's fully charged when you get there because you're going to be there for a long time and you'll want to take pictures. So make sure your phone is charged. And then when you go to look at the quilts, and if you're looking at one of those quilts that you just look at and say, oh, I could never do anything like that. Break the quilt down into sections. So look at the color combination. Is it a color combination you like? Is that something you'd like to try? Is it something that you don't use and it's pleasing to you? Make a note of what the colors are or take a picture of it so that you can see how those colors work together. So look at the colors. Look at how they've quilted it. Are they doing I'd love some. Are they doing an edge-to-edge quilting? And is it large? Is it small? What made that quilting special? So look at the quilting and also take a look at the binding. How have they done the binding? Have they done a one of those little fake faux edging on the binding, or have they done something special with the binding, or is it a plain binding like you always do? But take a look at those. Take a look at the borders. How have they done the borders? Thank you so much. How have they done the borders? Is there something interesting in the borders that you can incorporate into one of your quilts? So don't just look at the quilt as a whole. Look at it as little separate parts and that have made up what makes it special. Thank you. And then last but not least, there is a quilt walk while you're there. And that's kind of the area where there are baskets that they raffle off.
Oh, yeah.
There is a quilt table where they're selling quilts. In that quilt table, there might be blocks. I know I'm always looking for blocks that I can use for quilts that I'm going to donate. So the quilt is half made if I have the blocks already. Or maybe there's just a flimsy that looks nice and you can buy the flimsy and then quilt it and you have a quilt without having to make the whole thing. There's a boutique that has handcrafted items that you might look good for Christmas type things. And then there's also the quilt appraisal area where if you have a quilt that you want appraised, you can have it appraised there. And they will either do a written appraisal for you if that's what you want, or just tell you. Obviously, it's more expensive to have the written one, less expensive to have the other one. I think that's it.
That was a lot of information.
I've been going to a lot of shows.
You have. So if you're watching, have you been to Quilt Fest before? I mean, is this the first time for you? Just curious. How many people have never been to Quilt Fest and been to a show? That was a lot of information. So thank you very much. Mm-hmm. The other thing I want to mention is you are still going to have your sit and sew this Friday, right?
Yes.
So if you just want to sit and sew, you're not going to the show. The store's going to be pretty quiet, but Joanne's going to still have her group here, so you can come in. I think it's $20 for the day. Sit and sew on any project. Joanne will help you through it, or just come and build community and hang out. So
that's right.
Yeah, totally think that's fun. And now I also want to do a plug for us. We are doing Quilting 101.
Yes.
Starting October 30th, I think it is, in the evenings.
Yeah. So if you're a night person, if you've been one of those people who wants a night class. Yeah.
We get a lot of requests for night class. So anyway, we start 7 weeks of that, and that's October 30th. And we're actually normally I do a small class when I do beginner quilting. I don't know how you do it, but we've doubled it because we're going to teach in tandem
Yeah.
So it'll be kind of fun. I'm excited about that.
I am too. I'm looking forward to that.
So
a different teaching experience.
it will. It'll be a learning experience for us. But it's gonna be great information because we teach totally different. So that's gonna be awesome. Well, some things are said. So how many people want to know what this is all about?
I know. I want to know.
Because she asked. She's like, what's this all about? So one of the things that we're going to be doing at Quilt Fest is we are going to announce our shop hop that we always do in January. It's our North Florida shop hop. We're going to have 9 different shops this year. I think last year we only had 7 or 8. I can't remember. But now we have 9. One of them is more central, but that's okay. With the more the merrier in our mind. And we try to reach out to, I think I reached out to like 3 different shops and nobody else. These are the people that wanted to play. We're like, all right, let's play. So I don't think you can see this. Josh is going to have this hanging up, but this is a poster. And the reason the question marks, it's a mystery. You don't know what you're going to get. We're not making samples to hang. We're not making quilt samples. So typically with shop hop, we always made a quilt sample of whatever the shop pattern was. And then we gave that away. We're not doing that this year. We're not giving out away a sample quilt. So here's the cool thing. I'm going to put it back down.
Okay.
Our prizes are a little bit different this year. How many of you want to win a $100 gift card to 9 different shops?
For each shop, $100 for each shop.
Yeah. So that's one of the prizes. So our grand prize is going to be, I think it's about $2,500. Is that what I put up there? We're getting over $2,000, but I think it's over $2,500 for a brand new machine. You can get a brand new machine. That's our grand prize. And then our first prize is a $100 gift certificate from each shop, which equals $900.
That would be fun.
Isn't that cool? And then on the second gift would be $50.
Mm-hmm.
So that's still pretty good. And then the third one is $25 at each, and that's still pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So I am so excited. I wish I could play because I would love $100 at 9 different shops to spend. So those are our prizes. Now each shop's still going to have a $100 gift basket, but that's the big one I'm going to go for.
If you get $100, you can make your own basket.
That's right. 9 times.
9 times.
So the sample up here is just to give you a teaser. This is not what's going to happen is you're going to get a different block at every shop. And when you finish the shop hop, you're going to get a layout. This is not the layout. This is just a sample we're hanging to spark conversation. The layout's totally different. So I think it's like 55 by 60 inches. It's really cool. So you'll get that once you complete all 9 shops. So we're excited about that. But anyway, that's what we're going to talk about. Passports will go on sale on first day of the show. They are $5. And then if you buy them after January 1st, they're $7. So there's my little, there they are. So we got our passports.
Oh.
And we got our little flyer things that we're going to pass out this.
These are really substantial passports.
Well, it's always been that size.
Yeah, but it's always been a piece of paper that could easily get lost.
Oh, no, this is a little card stock. It's a little heavier. So we're pretty excited.
We're very together.
Trying to be. And if you're curious what shops are participating, Cinnamon's, both locations, obviously Kind of Sew, both locations, Misty, Oceans of Thread, St. Augso, the Sew and Quilt Company, and the Tilted Quilters. So those are our 9 shops. We're pretty excited. Well, you'll hear us talk a lot more about this over the next coming months as we build momentum for the shop hop in January. But
I think this is the first time Oceans of Thread has been in the group.
they were here 2-3 years ago.
Were they?
I don't think they were the last 2, but they were in one time. So
I'm glad to see
and they've
them.
moved
That'll
into
be
a
fun.
they have a nicer store now too. They've moved into a different building. It's beautiful. I just went there last week and we Kim and I were just excited to be in their store. So and Sewing Quilt, we were there last week. So we're excited about the shop hop. I mean, we're not even talking about the old Florida yet. That's not until March. And don't ask. Those magazines won't be in here until January. But passports will be available at the 18th. So what is that old show? I'm sorry, I'm a little late reading the comments. Shara is asking, what's the question marks about? Well, there you go. There's your question marks. All right. So let's go through. It's going to be a crazy week of promotions. Just saying. Lots of them. I'll get to the code word. Don't let me forget the code word. So now until Wednesday, 2 cent quilting, long arm quilting. Bring your tops in, get them quilted. 2 cents. And then we also have 15%, 15% off of Notions until Wednesday. You guys know all that stuff. So let's talk about in-store specials during Quilt Fest. Only in the stores, both locations. 30% off of Halloween fabric. Ooh. 25% off all non-sale fabric. That's big. 40% off store samples. So we have samples that are hanging around with little tags on them. 40% off of those. And we put this in here because what happens typically, people will go to the show, they'll see a machine there and they'll come back and say, hey, will you price match that? And we say yes. So we'll price match any machines that you see at the show, the Janome, Baby Lock, or Bernina. So that's something to think
Just
about.
make sure our price isn't better already.
Yeah, this is true too. You never know. Our price might be better for you. Nothing. And the Quilt Fest specials are available at the show and in the store. We're having a panel party. We're going to have buy a panel for $8, buy 2 for $10. That's a good deal. They tend to be anywhere from $10 to $12 a piece. Kids pre-cuts bundles are 20% off. And AccuQuilt, I'm not going to tell. There's just too much of AccuQuilt. Just know that there's big sale promotions. Plus, you got the Go Bolt available in a bundle deal that we're able to price cheaper than you can get online, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, if you want just traveling like a Go Me, one of the smaller ones, they're on sale for $67, and normally $150. That's a really good deal.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that, but they might be overstocked. So we're going to mark that sale down to us too. So she's wearing her purse. Phew, that was a lot of stuff going on. So code word for this week. If you don't know what a code word is, this is the word you're going to use at the either register or either location whenever you pay with cash. You get a ticket for paying in cash, but then you get an extra ticket if you know the code word. And the code word this week is Quilt Fest.
Quilt Fest.
It is, of course. It's one word. Quilt Fest. Yeah, I thought that was very smart. So, wow, that was a lot. I know you're like, but I'll put it all in the email too. So
that's right. And if you're primarily a Palm Coast shopper and you pay with cash, just remember there's not as many of those little tickets in the St. Augustine basket. You might have a better chance at the St. Augustine.
That's right. Go visit St. Augustine and get yourself some needles or something like fat quarters. Yeah. Don't forget about Fat Quarter Fridays are $3 each as well. So, okay. That's a lot of information for a Monday morning.
That's right.
No wonder Josh didn't want to do it this morning. It would have worn him out. It wore me out. Did it wear you out?
No,
okay.
I'm ready.
All right, she's ready. So you guys, that's all I have. You got anything else?
Nope.
Okay, great. You guys have a great week. Hopefully we'll see you at the show. The study hall will be at the show. Josh and I are talking. We're going to talk to Beach Potato Embroidery because they're at the show as well. So we're going to talk to them live this weekend. So study hall, 8:30, 9-ish. We're hoping. We'll let you know. You guys have a great week and live to create.
So there is a study done that shows that buying fabric and sewing supplies prolongs your life. So I just figure that I have a really long time to enjoy that creative journey.
That's awesome. Bye, guys.